challenges to the adoption of this system. It started at 50 cents euro in 2015, and as of 2020 is now 42.34 euro. It takes 425 tokens, to mine one coin. I am very certain, I am very happy that when King and another gentleman approached me to have this discussion at Song's Great Wall in San Fernando back in March 2017, that I did what I could to benefit from this 42.34. One should notice that this is an appreciating currency. Some of us who have done economics might remember that the floating currency theory is one where a currency can depreciate and it can also appreciate. Somehow, especially when we look at the Jamaican experience, the Jamaican currency started at 95 Jamaican cents to $1 back in the 60s. It is now what, 130, 140 Jamaican to $1. How is it? It never appreciated during that time. That's because there are differing views on the benefits or demerits of deflation, even among the so-called economists. But that's going to have to be a conversation for another time. Cryptocurrency, it is going to be the future of money, even if there are going to be attempts to corrupt it, or for lack of a better term, bastardize it, if only to suit the physical printing money philosophy that dominates our central banking systems currently. It is the first system that uses blockchain technology, and that was captured in the statement, and certainly there's more detail on it in the Bitcoin white paper. The value of the currency is not based on any country or central bank, and this is one of the fundamental or root discomforts that sovereign countries and central banks have. So China was one that banned it, but yet posted or registered the most amount of patents related to blockchain and blockchain-related projects back in 2017, 2018. Food for thought, if not for consumption. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency back in 2009, and as I've already said, it was never intended to be a cryptocurrency, but merely a peer-to-peer electronic payment platform. There are 5 components of a cryptocurrency as we understand it now, 9, 10, 11 years on. There's an algorithm, there's mining, then there's a submission to a blockchain, and there's an exchange. And permit me to talk a bit about this thing called the exchange, because it is a part of the ecosystem. And there's been a lot of discomfort around an exchange and what might appear to be an apparent delay in setting up of an exchange. And I have one simple question, and that is this. If I know that I have something that is valuable and is of value and has been able to function as a transfer, a store of value, facilitate commerce and so on, would I deliberately want to put that somewhere where it can be devalued, undervalued, or ignored? I think not. But then again, others may have a different view. If I can get usability, and we will talk about that as we progress through the presentation, then I think an exchange perhaps is not as urgent as might have originally been thought. Doesn't mean that it won't be done. I just think that perhaps, as in any good business, you would bring something to the market at a time when the market is ready for it. It is clear, given that there are a number of other good coins out there, and we can do our research and see them, that are undervalued or seem to have lost value once they got an exchange. It would seem to me that this concept, as embodied by OneLife, is not quite yet ready in terms of market acceptance. So, From an asset perspective, OneCoin is more than just a cryptocurrency. It's an ecosystem, and we can see all the various facets of the ecosystem, from One World Foundation, which is its charitable or real philanthropic arm, to the exchange. We have the merchant platform, there's the forex platform, and so on. There's the One Academy, and the one that I really like the most, because you can change what someone does if you can change what they know. And this business of usability, I mentioned it. The dealshaker platform provides that. It provides that in abundance. I have used the platform. I have sold on the platform. I have bought on the platform. The records are there in the blockchain. I know it works. I've seen it work. I really don't need to be convinced that it works. But there are others who perhaps will need to be convinced. And I'm not in the convincing business. So my suggestion to you would be to get on to the person who has brought you to this presentation and let them allow you to try it for yourself. And then you will be your own best convincer. The biggest global cryptocurrency e-commerce platform, and this is probably one of the biggest or best kept secrets presently, and I'm sure that will change as time progresses. Over 3 million users across many countries, the 194 countries, and there's a process by which you can get access to promote your deals for products and services that you wish to sell on the platform. What deals to expect? There are travel deals, there are deals for products, there are deals for services. You can spend all night going through looking for deals. There are home and auto deals, there are entertainment and hobby deals. Who can sell in the dealshaker? I have sold as an individual seller. There are people with registered businesses, so this does not exclude anyone. I think this would have even greater relevance now in the context of COVID-19 and all of the challenges that it presents from an economic, social, and other forum and other perspectives. Previously, the dealshaker was an e-commerce advertising platform, and now it's an interactive hub. My challenge, because there are many deals, but I thought that I would put this challenge out. Someone sent this to me today. Massy Stores, essential grocery packs. Could we have a few merchants who can counter and come up with an equivalent, but in a combination of either ones and fiat or ones only? This, I think, would be a real interesting kickstart to putting what we do in context, in perspective, as we confront the economic challenges, and particularly as now our Prime Minister has set up a committee asking for a roadmap post-COVID-19, or a recovery roadmap. We are talking about articulating a different approach, period. Who is cryptocurrency helping? It's certainly helping people protect wealth. Why would I say that? How do I know that? Could you imagine if you had the foresight to have bought the 63 coins for 40 TT dollars at 10 cents US and kept them until yesterday? You would be sitting at a price of 7,095 US. What would have preserved your wealth in this way? Can you think of anything? And I'll just allow that question to sit. The cryptocurrency approach is certainly going to provide wealth protection. But more importantly, I think usability is the key component. One would notice that I have not discussed the prices of the packages or any of those things. That information can be obtained from the person who invited you to this presentation, and you can have those discussions. I am aware that there's a promotion on where some of the packages have been reduced by as much as 25% because of what is happening with respect to COVID-19 worldwide. That is an excellent opportunity to get in But as someone said, I think it was Nielsen in one of his presentations, get in where you can fit in, but certainly please do get in. You would not wish to be in a place where you are saying, where is it? Rather than be in the position to say, here it is. As I close, I'd like to encourage us, and those of us new to this, to Google the terms fintech, cashless, cryptocurrency, and blockchain. It's a great starting point. Get back with the person who invited you. Get to Zoom formation sessions. It's my way of contracting Zoom and information sessions. And or get into your level one academy. It has valuable information in it, trust me. I like to encourage us to control our own destiny, or someone else will. And that was from the late Jack Welch, the former chairman and CEO of GE, General Electric. And I'd like to finally wish each and every one a super fabulous evening and to stay safe. And now turn this back over to our host, Diamond King James, to take us to completion. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to be your presenter this evening.
Good night. Thank you again. Thank you again, Mr. Alvin Morton. I so admire how the breakdown in the internet did not derail your presentation. And I fully understand where you say what produces the newness of life. It is the movement in your mind. I mean, if that presentation did not create a critical thinking, a deep shift in our minds, I don't know what else would have. Listen, Mr. Morton, you have explained to us, you have gone into depth, you have created a psychological shift within us, and I want to thank you for your time in doing so. I want to pass over to our diamond leader. You mentioned, by the way, that we are in about 194, 195 countries. I can tell you one time that we are in countries which I didn't even know about. I remember speaking with our Blue Diamond leader, Mr. James, this evening, and he was telling me what some particular country we're in, and I never heard about it. I hope as I passed on to him, he would mention the name to you. So I'll pass over to our Blue Diamond leader, Mr. Cordell King James, to say a few words and close us off. Thank you. Cordell?
Thanks again, Emerald Cliff.
Yes, sir. Mr. James, are you there, sir? Okay. Could I have the services of Mr. Diamond Edwin Wilson then to just chime in a few words? Mr. Edwin Wilson?
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, and everyone else can too.
Right, great. I want to start off by congratulating Alvin. Dr. Morton, I mean, after he finished that presentation there, succinctly describing what OneCoin, One Academy, and inflation is, our guest tonight should not be hesitating. What you should be doing is getting back to the person who invited you. And as he said, at least get level 1 education and start your process and your journey with us. We are very excited about our DealShaker platform, because for some of us who have been in the business a while, we have seen the growth, the capital growth of our ones, and we have seen what we could purchase with it over the years, and the increase in purchasing power. And there are hundreds of people around the world who have benefited by purchasing land, vehicles, eats and drinks, several services, and we could go on and on this thing. It has certainly changed my life. And I know, Cliff, it has certainly changed yours and continue to do so. And we feel very fortunate about finding out about this opportunity when we did. And all we are doing here on these nightly Zoom presentations is to expand it to a wider catchment of people so that they could get the understanding that we have. So in advance, let me welcome you aboard. Get back to the person who invited you. Get some more information. But whatever you do, get involved. Good night. Passing it back to you, Cliff.
Thank you once again. And as we are looking to close off tonight, I think you heard enough from Mr. Morton, Mr. Wilson, and begging persons, please come on board. Don't look at us sucking an orange and then asking, how does it taste? You had to bite into it for yourself to understand how it tastes. We're in this period of this quarantine, and a number of us have had to curb our activities. So whilst we're in quarantine, let's not quarantine our minds, according to my wife. Let's liberalize it. Let's understand that there's a great opportunity awaiting us out there. And all we are saying is for a small price. If that's all you want to get involved or you can get involved with, of 140 euros or $1,400 TT, come on board. Get educated like all of us did. Get educated like how Mr. Morton first started, like how I would have started, how Edwin would have started. Come on, get on board and understand what we are talking about. Don't be left out and looking on from the outside and wondering what it's like inside there, because when this calamity comes around, we don't want to say, we told you so. So guys, I hope with all of that you have trouble having a restful sleep tonight. For people like my brother and others who still are wondering if this is the opportunity, those of you who get in touch with your Lord tomorrow, say a prayer for them, please. And I look forward to having you tomorrow evening, which will be day 29 of our marathon journey of 60 successive sessions. I look forward to you guys having a great night, and stay well. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.